Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. We are back with another Weekly United in the week where Manchester United beat Watford at Old Trafford 3-0. Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings. Anthony Martial wowing us all with that fantastic goal. And of course, United getting 3 points. And Mason Greenwood, 11 goals now under his belt for this season. And you know what's incredible? I don't even think Mason Greenwood's played that well, and he's scoring goals for fun. It just shows you what an incredible natural goal scoring talent he is, and what a player we have on our hands, because once he starts adding the physicality to his game and getting involved more in the all-round play, we are going to see some player. It has been a good weekend for Manchester United and a good week building up to it as well, beating Chelsea, drawing with Club Brugge, but we've already discussed all of that, so we got plenty more to get stuck into today. We've got obviously the investor call with Ed Woodward, and we'll be talking about the fact that Manchester United's revenue has fallen by nearly 12%. The debt is rising at Old Trafford. Then we'll look at Angel Di Maria's recent comments about Manchester United, and it's safe to say there's no love lost there. Matic, could he be off in the summer? Paul Pogba praising Liverpool? What's going on there? It's caused a little bit of a meltdown on Twitter yet again, and of course the Bruno Fernandes hype continues. But we're going to get stuck into first that investor call between Ed Woodward and, you know, the shareholders and stakeholders at Manchester United. I say stakeholders, we're a stakeholder, we're not involved in that, but nevertheless we do hear about things coming out from the club. So now we're hearing the revenue has fallen by 12%, mainly in part due to Champions League football being away from Manchester United. You miss out on the other obvious match day revenue, the advertising revenue, the TV money, etc. And because of that, our revenue has gone down, but the debt has also risen at Manchester United. United have been active in the transfer market in the last month or so, bringing in Bruno Fernandes and spending a fair bit of money on that. But of course, the debt is always there at Manchester United because of the Glazeronomics, because of the impact of the Glazers' ownership and the leverage takeover that they've done in 2005. That debt is never going anywhere, it seems. Obviously, it's fallen, it's gone up, it's fallen, it's gone up, it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. That debt isn't going anywhere. It's as bad as Manchester United's form in terms of how inconsistent it is in terms of going up and down. And yeah, we're stuck with it. We're stuck with the Glazers' debt. But Ed Woodward was talking about foundations being in place for long-term success under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which is interesting because we've obviously heard rumours away from, you know, shareholder calls and investor calls saying that Manchester United are potentially interested in Pochettino at the end of the season. Now, is this bluffing by Ed Woodward to make it seem like he's happy with everything and everything is rosy in the garden at Old Trafford? Or is it just the truth? And he is happy with Solskjaer, and Solskjaer will be here for the next season. Whatever it is, we just got to sit here and hope it improves at Manchester United. Hope that one day that debt goes away. But that's all we do have is hope, because the Glazers have shown they're more interested in taking money out of the club for themselves and not paying off that debt. Now, Manchester United can survive with that debt, of course we can, but you never know what happens in football. You never know what happens with the TV money and all that kind of stuff, the bubble bursting and that. If we've still got this debt in 10, 15, 20 years and we're stuck with it, who knows what could happen. So yes, it's manageable at this moment in time. Yes, you know, revenues are falling and they can try and say, well, you know, we've been active in the transfer market, we're going to be active in the transfer market again, this is something we're expecting. But they won't be happy with that. They won't be happy with that at all. They're in this to make money, and when revenue's falling, alarm bells are ringing. That's for sure. Angel Di Maria has also been in the press recently saying he hates Man United. What's going on there? Obviously, United fans hate Di Maria as well, which I get and I don't get. I'm kind of indifferent to him. I feel like if things were different, he would have been a success at United. I think when he joined United, it was clear it was never his first choice. He wanted to go to Paris Saint-Germain. It was a stopgap for that. We recouped most of our money for him. And I just think he was a symptom of the problems at Manchester United. He was never a problem. Of course, the way he celebrated at Old Trafford and all that, Ashley Young dashing him into the crowd, those kind of things can add to it. But me personally, I've been indifferent to Angel Di Maria. But to hear him come out, well, his teammate coming out and saying he hates United and he turns the channel over whenever they're on the television is quite funny. We're living rent-free in his head. And we rattled Paris Saint-Germain. We absolutely rattled them. Little old rubbish Man United going to Paris Saint-Germain last season and beating them and knocking them out of the Champions League has given them a proper inferiority complex. And it runs deep with Angel Di Maria as well, who clearly still loves to hate us. Do we care? I don't. Do you lot? How do you feel about Di Maria? I'm sure some of you still can't stand the fella, but like I said, I wish he was a success at United because he is some player and he just wasn't. Now then, Nemanja Matic. His form has improved recently at the club. He obviously had a lot of time out, he wasn't being selected, and his form has been better. Obviously still got the glaring deficiency in terms of his pace and his mobility, but you're going to expect that at this age with Nemanja Matic. Now the story's coming out that he's going to leave Manchester United with his contract expires in the summer. His contract expires in the summer. AC Milan have already said no to his wage demands, but Juventus and Inter Milan are keen. And I'm not surprised Inter Milan are keen. Inter Milan are keen on anything that leaves the Premier League. They've brought Victor Moses, Ashley Young, Romelu Lukaku, Alexis Sanchez, who else? Was it Christian Eriksen? They've signed loads of former Premier League players, and it does seem like a place for Premier League players to go there and extend their careers a little bit, treating the Serie A like it's MLS or something. But Nemanja Matic could be someone that goes there now. I could totally see that happening. Yes, he's come into better form at United, but I'd hate for us to make a knee-jerk decision and give him another contract at the club. And I think we need to replace him in the team. Yes, we need to invest in the midfield. Yes, Paul Pogba's probably going to leave in the summer, but I think letting go Nemanja Matic isn't a major issue. It isn't a major problem. Yes, he's done alright recently, but to give him a new contract would be totally daft. Let him leave in the summer with our blessings, having played Brighton recently, and you know, a little bit of better memories in our mind rather than the ones that we had before. But yeah, the right decision for all involved if it does happen. What do you guys think about Nemanja Matic's future? Should he stay? Should he go? Get it in the comments below. Boss. Now, we can't get a Weekly United without discussing Paul Pogba. Of course, we're going to discuss Paul Pogba, aren't we? So let's get stuck straight in to the Paul Pogba story this week. We should just have a Paul Pogba section of the show. I wish it was for him playing football and scoring goals and leading United to victory. But this week, it's because he's sent Manchester United Twitter into meltdown. He was asked a question about, obviously, Liverpool's form at this moment in time. And he said, for us, it's not great. Obviously, as a Manchester United player, it's not great at all. He doesn't want to see Liverpool winning. But as someone that enjoys football, they deserve to be where they are and deserve to be winning the league. Is that what you lot have got rattled by? Really? What? What did you want him to say? They wouldn't be top of the league if it wasn't for VAR. They've dropped points in one game all season. They are absolutely ridiculous. They deserve to win the league. I fucking hate him. I can add that. Paul Pogba's not going to come out and say that. I can. I fucking hate him. They deserve to win the league. There's no meltdown required. It's factual. They deserve to win the league. I don't know why it's causing such a big fuss. Relax. I just want to see Pogba on the pitch soon. I really do. Even if it's for 3 games, we're going to get to see Pogba and Bruno and they're going to tear it up and we're going to be like, oh my God, that's what should have been at Man United next season. It hurts. I know it does. We want to see him stay. We want to see him, you know, at Man United extending his contract and all that stuff. But it's not going to happen and he's going to leave. But making extra headlines out of standard things, haircuts, dancing, trying to accuse him of faking injuries, accusing him of, like, Liverpool deserve to win the league. What else do you want him to say? Relax, man. Bruno Fernandes, though, as I just mentioned him, what a player he is turning out to be for United. The kind of player that we have needed to see in the club. You know, we've had Paul Pogba doing similar things to what he's done, and some of the passes he makes and things like that. But him coming in as a new player that's never had any links to the club and kind of demanding, like, yo, you lot need to. He's raised the levels of those players around him as well. And like, if we are going to be without Paul Pogba next season, that's the type of player we need stepping into the forefront at Old Trafford. If we can combine the two, amazing. But Bruno Fernandes, incredible. Fantastic player. We need to relax a little bit as well, because I think There's going to be times when he probably have a dip in form at some point in this season. I hope not, but we need to be aware that that may happen. And if it does, let's not overreact. Let's, it's shit, as some of you lot do. Quick to say he's world class now, and you'll be quick to say he's absolute rubbish and he needs to get out of the club. So let's relax. But it's so good to see a player doing what he's doing with the confidence that he has. Seems to be bringing the best out of those players around him as well. We're getting Scott McTominay returning to the team. Fred's been playing well. Bailly's back in the team as well. We seem to be, we're on a positive crest at the moment. Positive wave. And we need to keep it going. But we've got some tricky games coming up. Club Brugge, Everton, Derby. We need to be winning these games as well to be keeping that positive momentum going, because one defeat, one bad result, and then everyone's back on Ollie's case, everyone's back on the players' case. At the moment, everything's feeling good. And I said it the other day in my fan cam after the game against, my review after the game against Watford. We slaughtered Rashford. I say I never, but a lot of people slaughtered Rashford at the start of the season, and then look what he started doing. And now we're missing him. Some of us have slaughtered Martial in January, and now look what he's doing and look what he's done in the season. And I think we just need to let's get some positive vibes running throughout the club. Let's show these boys some love, because a lot of them are talented players that have been left at United. We just need to build up around them and bring in more quality and more talent. And I'm sure we'll do that, however slowly it will happen with the board that we have, but I'm sure that will happen eventually. So yeah, man, let's try and get some positive vibrations going, because it can do a lot. And we've got some talented boys here. Mason Greenwood, Martial, Rashford. Add a little bit more to that front three, or Jadon Sancho or Jack Grealish. Ooh, something special. That midfield, a little bit more in there. Got the ability to do well with that. The defence, tighten things up a little bit there. There is something to build on, get the depth in the team. And like I said, I feel like the foundations are there for us to push forward and hopefully build towards that success. Whether Ollie's the man to do that or not, who knows? But let's get behind him. Let's get behind the boys. Let's get behind Bruno Fernandes. Let's get behind Paul Pogba whenever he returns, even if it is just for a month. And let's hope United see the season out how this last week has been. But we also have to be aware things can turn around very quickly. So yeah, it's part of the roller coaster, and it's part of the reason why we love Manchester United and we love football. Anyway guys, this has been the Weekly United. We have been discussing so much here on AdamMcKola TV. Bruno Fernandes, Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, the shareholder call with Ed Woodward and the revenue falling, the debt increasing, them making more promises about bringing in more players and standing by Ollie. What do you think about everything we've discussed here today on AdamMcKola TV? Get your thoughts in, keep it locked, make sure you subscribe and liking, comment and sharing. The next video from me will probably be the Club Brugge preview, so keep it locked for that. For now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.